Hello, my tubies and my TikTokers. SheilaTruelove here with you, and I am uh, looking at a really nice clip here when it comes to a woman and when she's constantly having to act like a man's mother. It's hard for her to maintain the proper level of respect for this man. I'm going to share this clip with you for educational purposes, absolutely. And I'll be back with my commentation. My commentation. I'm sorry. My commentary, darling.
When a woman is constantly having to act like your mother, she no longer looks at you like her man. You become her child. Too many men are going into relationships with the mother syndrome, expecting the woman to do everything for you like you are a kid. A real man is supposed to make a woman's life easier, not harder. A real man is going to take weight off a woman's shoulders, not add more on them. Real men enjoy being leaders and providers for their woman because they understand the value in taking care of her. Fellas, understand she is your partner, not your mom.
Yes, he made some very valid points, When a woman is this is what I don't understand. This is, and maybe you could help me understand this, in the comment area. Anytime a man has his mother picking up behind him, cleaning up behind him, doing all of his cooking, doing his laundry, everyone will say that that's dysfunctional, that's a mama's boy, he needs to grow up. But yet, when he's in the house with a wife, why should she continue to be picking up behind him, like this man said, like he's a child, like he's her child? Why is it that it's okay for the wife to pick up behind him, clean his laundry, cooking all the time, when most men today, a lot of the men today could clean a house better than women? A lot of men, they know how to do their own laundry. They know how to cook. And that's where the 50-50 comes in, as far as I'm concerned. He's on 1 week where he's doing all the cooking and I get to rest. I think we should all do our own laundry. I'll do my own laundry. He could do his own laundry. He's not a baby. He's not my child. I'm here to be his partner, his teammate, someone he can, hang out with, go on vacation with, do things with, travel with. You already know I'm his best homie, his lover, and his friend. I'm your homie, your lover, and your friend. And that's the way I used to be because I used to do most of I did all the cooking and the cleaning. Because I like doing that, though. I know that's weird, right? Because I don't know. I like things organized. I like things tidy. Because when things are clean and tidy and organized, it just makes life easier. And of course, my husbands could have done that. Like my husband, my second husband, and my fiance, whatever. I've been married 3 times. You could say 2.5. And with my first husband, I did all the cooking, the cleaning. My children's father, I did all of that. And I worked a job. And I don't know. I was just raised that way. I don't know. But as you grow and you live life, you learn more. And when you learn more and you learn better, you do better. Going forward, I had my fiance, who I was with him for 7, almost 9 years, I think, something like that. And he used to love to cook. So he did some of the cooking. I did most of the cleaning. But he would do like mopping the kitchen, taking out the garbage. And that was that. And I was satisfied with that. But each household is different. Whatever works for your situation, it is what it is. At the same time, these men are not babies. So then, okay, when it came to my second husband, he used to help, but it wasn't consistent. It was like sporadic, every now and again. No, I should have made sure that he cooked for 1 week, the whole week, and he knows how to cook. And I wanted him to take care of the bathroom every week and to mop the kitchen floor and to vacuum. Yeah. And I can manage to, just better yet, you on 1 week. That's what works easy for me. Because I like to do things as easy as possible. You're on 1 week, and then that gives me a week of rest. And then the next week, he gets to rest. and I service him, cater to him, and it works like that. And if you have children, it's the same thing. When it comes to something that you need, go to dad. He's on this week. I'm off. No, I don't care what it is. Go to dad. And if you want to hang on to that to next week when I'm on, okay then. But for this week, And if they don't want to adhere to that arrangement, then it's time for you to live in separate places. Now he don't have 50-50 of the work. He have 100 of the work. And you're doing it by yourself. And now you got the kids over at your place for this week. And I still get that week of rest to recharge, to rejuvenate, to replenish myself. Because all of this women doing all the cooking, the cleaning, the child rearing, that's not happening. But personally, me, I like the single life because, like I said, baby, please trust me when I tell you, it's so much easier. You have so much more peace. And what I love more than anything is my freedom. I get to go to my friend's house after work on Friday, stay for the weekend if I choose, pop over to the city whenever I feel like it. I don't have to cook if I don't want to. If I want to go in there and throw in some hot dogs or don't want to cook and I want to order in, honey, let me tell you, honey, DoorDash is my best friend. And Instacart. My life is so sweet right now. And I love the way I get to walk around my house looking whatever way I want. Because I love to put on my vitamin oil. I use vitamin E on my skin. And I sleep with vitamin E on my skin and Noxzema. But I don't rub in the Nox. I leave it on. The white on my face. So people want to know what my secret is with my skin. Lots of vitamin E, sweetheart. Loads of vitamin E. Especially under the eyes. And yeah, that's how I take care of my skin. And I sleep in Noxzema. And I also have castor oil, Jamaican castor oil that I put with a primer when I put on my makeup. I put the castor oil, the primer in my hand, rub it in, and put it on my face. And that's how we work that. But like I'm saying, you know, if it's not okay for a mother to be cooking and cleaning and laundry and sewing and all of that for a man because he's a grown-up, then it should not be okay for a wife to be doing that. You're not a house slave. You're supposed to be, like I said, his homie, his lover, and his friend. Anyway, let's play this again. When I play things for the second time, it's because I want to put emphasis on it. Let's do it again, my darlings. Yeah. Come on. Say it, sir. Speak up, sir. Let's hear it. Sometimes it resonates better with people, women, whatever, if they hear it coming from a man. For some reason, maybe this will help make a difference.
Having to act like your...
Hold on.
When a woman is constantly having to act like your mother, she no longer looks at you like her man. You become her child. Too many men are going into relationships with the mother syndrome, expecting the woman to do everything for you like you are a kid. A real man is supposed to make a woman's life easier, not harder. A real man is gonna take weight off a woman's shoulders, not add more on them. Real men enjoy being leaders and providers for their woman because they understand the value in taking care of her. Fellas, understand she is your partner, not your mom.
I just want to end in closing. When a man can make your life better and make your life easier, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I think the most important thing that a man should bring to every relationship that he gets involved in is spirituality first. Make sure he's providing for you spiritually, so that way you will have children who are protected when they go out into this world, which is a battlefield with drugs, crystal meth, crack cocaine, weed, THC, this new stuff that they got out here that people are smoking, gender identity, kids turning more into homosexuality because they think that's the trend and that's what's cool and that's what's popping now. No. We have got to have our children equipped with their battle armor, their suit of armor, which is the Bible, which is God's word, which is spirituality. And if you really love your children the way you profess or you claim to, then you're always going to make sure those children are equipped to go out there and do battle and win. Okay? There we are. And when he says a man, he really loves it when he gets to protect and provide for his family. And I feel that if a man wants you to have his children, then he should definitely be making enough money to take care of a family. Okay? And yes, he should do the financial heavy lifting. At the same time, a woman should always, please, trust me when I tell you this, girlfriends, don't ever depend on the man completely for your survival. Always have your own money. And when I say have your own money, make sure you have enough money to pay each and every bill in that house without him. You see, my bills come out to less than $2,500. So as long as I make $2,500 a month, I'm good. I'm straight. He could stay, he could come, he could go, whatever, if I chose to have a man in my home. But I will always make sure I have a monthly income of at least $2,500. And please make sure, find out what is everything put everything together and how much does it cost a month, and make sure you have that amount every month. Now, whether he wants to pay all the rent or what have you because you're giving birth, you're pregnant, or you're on maternity leave, that's understandable. But for women who are like 40 and 45 and up, or you have children who are teenagers or 13, 14, let them get their working papers. They need to get jobs, go to school, and go to their Christian meetings. And make sure they read 1 hour every day. So that way they're so busy, they don't have time to get involved in devilment. My children were always busy, honey, and they turned out to be very, very successful. Thank you, Jehovah, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Always. They were so busy. They couldn't get into nothing. My children don't do drugs, don't smoke, don't even drink. Not really. I think maybe if they go to a wedding or something, they might have a cocktail or socially drinking like that. But cigarettes and all of that, nah. Not my kids. Too busy. And then they also know about frying up your brain. You don't want your brain all fried up using the devil's candy. Why do you think they call drugs the devil's candy? Because Satan, the devil, he wants to target your mind. Once he controls your mind, he got you. So make sure you prepare your children to be, this world is a battlefield. And if you're going to bring a man into your home, honey, make sure he's on Jesus Christ's team and he's coming with spirituality before money. Spiritual food first, build up my family. And if you can't bring spirituality into this home, that's a deal breaker. That should be a deal breaker. Anyway, I love you and stay strong. And let's again end with what it's like. I like to do this because it's coming from a man. And I think a lot of people like hearing this coming from men. Go ahead, sir.
When a woman is constantly having to act like your mother, she no longer looks at you like her man. You become her child. Too many men are going into relationships with the mother syndrome, expecting the woman to do everything for you like you are a kid. A real man is supposed to make a woman's life easier, not harder. A real man is gonna take weight off a woman's shoulders, not add more on them. Real men enjoy being leaders and providers for their woman because they understand the value in taking care of her. Fellas, understand she is your partner, not your mom. When a woman is...
I rest my case.